Hi, I'm Laura Perovich. I'm excited to share the paper Self-Quaranteens Process COVID-19, Understanding Information Visualization Language in Memes, authored by myself, Meryl Alper, and Corey Cleveland. Participatory culture can play an important role in large social issues. In this study, we consider what that includes by exploring how data visualization language is being used in participatory popular culture around COVID-19. We see this as an opportunity to bridge between social computing and data visualization, and to better understand the community dimensions of data literacy and communications. Our study focuses on memes in particular, an understudy topic within information science. Memes are an important research area as they can quickly spread ideas, create meaning, and build space for public exchange. They are also an example of vernacular creativity, a creative activity that involves remixing cultural resources in novel ways. They often act as inside jokes and can take on new meanings when moved to different contexts. For this study, we collect memes from the Zoom Memes for Self-Quaranteens Facebook group. This is a public group targeting college-age young adults in the United States that started in the early months of the pandemic. It was also mentioned in March 2020 New York Times article. The group had 700,000 members as of July 2020 and currently has just under 1 million members. It's also true that much of the youth social media population is no longer engaged with Facebook. Future work could focus on emerging platforms central to youth culture. We collected memes from April 2020 to February 2021. In collecting data, we took a broad interpretation of data visualization and included a wide range of visual representations. This included both traditional graphs and also things like timelines, diagrams, and physical representations of phenomena. We ended up with a dataset of roughly 300 memes, and we analyzed them using inductive coding to identifying overarching themes. The ethics of conducting research on social media sites is also an important consideration. Our work follows the recommendations of previous research as well as standard IRB approval processes and draws on a body of publicly viewable memes without an explicit consent process, as the memes pose a low risk of harm, are not focused on sensitive subject matter, and are shared in a context where privacy expectations are likely low. We also remove any personal identifying information from the memes. At the same time, it is important to recognize that social media users may have different expectations than academics and companies around how or where their information and the artifacts they create are used. Future studies could develop approaches that increase research transparency in these online research settings. Our qualitative approach led us to identify 6 themes in the data. Some memes were part of more than one theme. 4 main themes describe the use of data visualization language in memes. We also identified 2 additional themes that spoke to our core questions but sat slightly outside the data memes category. In the next section, we demonstrate each of these themes through a few examples. In the first theme, memes provide an opportunity to augment plots with emotion or interpretation. The meme on the left uses a character from The Office to provide an emotional commentary on a bar graph comparing the footprint of COVID-19 and the fear of COVID-19 over the course of a few months. The meme on the right adds commentary to a graph of the rate of new COVID-19 cases in a variety of countries, drawing on and deliberately misinterpreting the well-known idea of flattening the curve, and commenting on it through scenes from the television show SpongeBob SquarePants. Another group of memes uses data visualization as a course indicator. These memes often present relative relations between different categories. For example, the meme on the left documents how feelings of power can come from not money or status, but from buying their last roll of toilet paper. The meme on the right uses a line graph to chart the relative importance of a variety of things, such as the internet, cars, Zoom, and toilet paper during the early months of the pandemic. Notably, the proximate nature of the relationships shown on both of these graphs are clear from the visual language, such as the thick wavering lines, or the ways in which the same graphs are repurposed for a variety of content. Memes also can use timely common plots as visual analogies. In these examples, we see reapplications of 2 plots that were highly visible towards the start of the pandemic. One exploring exponential growth, similar to the spread of COVID-19, and a second showing the flatten the curve shape that refers to the idea of keeping the number of cases below a manageable threshold for health services. Memes may also act as visual puns. Many memes in these categories follow the Venn diagram template. The meme on the right intentionally conflates asymptotic, the mathematical concept, and asymptomatic, as in having no symptoms. Memes can also provide physical evidence, physicalization, and embodied representations of data. They might document imaginary physical evidence as shown on the left, or suggest an embodied re-representation of an experience, such as the 2020 slide on the right. These areas are important as they are of increasing interest in the data visualization literature. Finally, some memes recontextualize traditional data visualizations and consider visual misrepresentation. The meme on the left takes a striking academic graph on mental health and recontextualizes it as not even a meme in a meme Facebook group. Other memes use intentional visual misrepresentations as a way to convey their message, such as the meme on the right, claiming to show, through incorrectly scaled bar graphs, American deaths by disaster under 3 presidents. With these themes in mind, we can take a step back and consider, why is this important and what does this mean? One of our main aims of this work is to begin documenting the ways in which amateur communities use data visualization language in digital culture. As the boundaries between informal and formal visualizations are blurring, we say that both provide a space for interpreting information. Memes with data visualization language also surface on a number of other important issues, such as this one related to the January 6th attacks on the U.S. Capitol. This suggests a need for broader research in these areas. The COVID-19 data memes also suggest an opportunity for the data visualization community to explore participatory, vernacular, and collective modes of creation that are currently understudied. This work would benefit from collaboration between CSCW and data visualization communities. At CSCW, researchers can offer experience on bottom-up vernacular approaches in participatory spaces that are less common in much of the data visualization community. This blurring of academic and participatory spaces and the potential for further research in this area is underlined by the presence of this paper in the group itself. As we were putting together this video, a link to our paper was posted in the Zoom memes group by a person who is unknown to the research team. This post has already generated a few comments and reactions in the first day after it was shared. Overall, in this work, we hope to demonstrate that there is something important happening in these spaces, something which social computing and data visualization researchers would benefit from engaging with and collaborating around.